Hi, and welcome to Yoga Reset. I'm Michelle Terrell, and my intention with Yoga Reset is to make it simple and free for viewers to create your own daily practice. When I began my daily practice, I started to see huge changes, physical, emotional, mental, so many benefits. I became more clear. It was a way for me to clear out junk and reset myself for the day so that I could be more creative, I could be more passionate, I could be more focused, I was more efficient, and I just found greater joy throughout my day. And being a natural teacher, I was just really excited when I found something that was working for me to share it. I used to teach yoga at a studio early in the morning, 5:30 a.m., and I loved it. It was one of my favorite things to do. But after having kids, I couldn't make it to the studio at that time, and I just became more aware of how hard it is for lots of people to make it to the studio for whatever reason at any time. And I was just still really wildly exuberant about teaching any students who were ready to practice and start daily practice. So from that place, Yoga Reset was born. So I just wanted to share with you some of the things that are working for me in my daily practice. First of all is that it's daily. I try to do the same routine, the same structure every day. Sometimes I need to modify it, and that's fine. Sometimes I don't get to it, and that's fine, but I try to make it a daily practice. Also, I try to practice in the morning. That works for me before my kids are even awake, early morning. It can be hard to start getting up that early, but since my kids get up about 6, I try to get up at 5, and the first few days it's hard, but then it just becomes part of your routine and you feel so good that you just want to keep doing it. So I like to practice early in the morning. It sends myself a message that I'm my top priority throughout the day. And I find that when I put myself first, my connection with myself, my connection with spirit, when I put that first, everything else just kind of seems to flow. And I just feel good, and I feel like my cup is full, and when my cup is full, then I can give to others. I can be creative, I can have fun, and I just feel really good when I fill my cup first. Also, it's really about coming from a place of self-love, not perfectionism. So if I miss a day, I don't beat myself up for it. If I miss a week, I don't beat myself up for it. If I'm not proficient at what I'm trying to do, I just, persevere and keep going one day at a time. I really try to come to it from a place of self-love, not putting myself down. I don't feel bad if I miss my practice. It's more about rewarding myself and choosing to give myself this gift of my practice, my daily practice. I have candles, I have oils, I create a sacred space, I use music I love, which I'll suggest on the channel to make it fun and just to feel like a reward and a gift, definitely not a punishment. That helps me stick with it. So the formula that works for me in my morning practice is I start out with a 5-minute yoga warm-up, sun salutations, half sun salutations A. And then I move into like a creative B, which is my favorite part. So it's like a 15-minute yoga flow. And I've designed those around chakras or different emotions or things that I might need in my life at that time. And then after the 15-minute yoga flow, what works for me is doing a 15-minute either HIIT training session or resistance training session. That just, builds my strength more. And I found that the more physically strong I feel, the more I start to feel mentally strong and emotionally strong. It all kind of goes hand in hand. And then after my 15-minute training session, I do a 5-minute cool down, an 11-minute meditation, and then a 9-minute journaling, give or take. I mean, if I have more time, I'll take a lot more time than 9 minutes on my journaling. That feels really good. But, 9 minutes gives me a nice little yummy hour just to myself to get centered before I start my day. So that's my formula. I'm offering that to you, and Yoga Reset is a place for me to post resources, post videos to help support you in developing your own daily practice. And I invite you to take what you can, tweak it, make it work for you, give me some feedback. I would love your comments on what's working for you, what doesn't work for you, any questions, any other ways I can support you. And don't forget to subscribe so that you know when I add any new goodies, and stay up to date so that you can be part of this journey. Just a side note on the flows that I've designed them to be challenging for myself and for other yogis. So the design is really to choose one and practice it for a week or 2 weeks as you get more comfortable and more proficient. I encourage you to use your intuition to kind of feel out what you think you need right now, which flow is speaking to you right now. Practice it for a week, or like I said, a few weeks, until you get comfortable, proficient with it, and as it's fun, and then and you get a little bored with it, choose another one. But it's not really meant to be something that you're mastering in one day. So that would be a suggestion on the flows. And I just really look forward to taking this journey with you. Thank you for joining me. Let's do this. Namaste.